Now it's ended up.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Jones in at the 2. And for Dallas, Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now here's Lillard. Passes it to Giles. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Here's Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. From downtown, Lillard with the rebound. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Doncic. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
Doncic against Lillard. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Richardson. Now the pass to Cauley-Stein. Richardson outside. No good with the triple. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Lillard kicks to Jones. Kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Jones. And that one goes long. The Mavericks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Nurkic with the block. And now Portland on the break. Jones is running. Now the feed to Covington. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Finney-Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Now here's Jones. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. 4 on the clock. Here's Giles. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And for Portland, they're shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. Lillard fires away from way outside. Back to Covington. Baseline try, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Doncic, and Doncic throws it down.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
You really don't want to allow him to get too comfortable, but even with stifling defense, he's going to still find a way to get it in the basket.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Doncic dishes to Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 7.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Pass to Covington. Nurkic with it. Lillard from outside. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The 3 for Doncic. And that one is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead, leading by just 2.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Brunson in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Hits the 3-point bomb. Redick's got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man. I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. It's Redick on the wing. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range. Redick's got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Mavs.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's McCollum. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
McCollum against Brunson. Left side Hardaway. Portland grabs the miss. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And that sixth sense, guys, might be better than just about anybody else.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much.
Kick it out, man. Kick it out.
Left side, Redick. It's Redick on the wing. 1:29 left in the first half of the game. Here's Cantor. Collins kicks to Anthony. Kicks it out to Collins. Portland moving the ball around. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Good on both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. And that one is good. Doncic has got 9.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Doncic against Powell. Cauley-Stein kicks to Richardson. Over McCollum. Richardson, no luck.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Beyond the arc. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from McCollum.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Another 3 for Dallas.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Jones. A big night so far for J.J. Redick. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. And that'll do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 down low. Trailblazers trail by 7. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position. Not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Richardson. Lets it fly from 18. And the rebound by Nurkic. And for Portland, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Outside, Jones. Giles the pass to Nurkic. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
There's the steal.
How about the reaction time on that pass? Quick. And what good work there to get in the way of it.
Richardson getting points in transition. Easy buckets thanks to his hustle after the steal. And that's how you take advantage of the turnover.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. The dish to Nurkic. Jones kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Trailblazers. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Richardson dishes to Doncic. Here's the 3. The shot, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. And Jones slams it in.
You know, Robert Covington is a decent passer at his position and has a good feel for when to share the ball.
And there's the pass to Cauley-Stein. Doncic outside. Pass to Porzingis. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Doncic against Lillard. And that one drops. Nurkic has got his first basket. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Cantor. Back to McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Cantor throws it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Hardaway passes to Marjanovic. Just 4 to shoot. And Cantor pulls it down.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
The Trailblazers shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
That free throw good from Anthony.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
Marjanovic finds Brunson. Will it go? And it's good on the layup. 55 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. McCollum passes to Cantor. Back to McCollum. Inside. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Redick for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell, no one around him. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Redick against Powell. Redick with the bucket.
Tell you what, you take a look at the numbers for Redick tonight. That's an impressive offensive display. He is lighting that scoreboard up.
McCollum outside. And the layup is good. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And so it's Portland bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Portland leading by 7. They got fouls. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Marjanovic in at center. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Redick with the 3. Powell controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
McCollum outside. For the 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. But D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Brunson against McCollum. Redick for 3. They get it back. Marjanovic to the paint. Second chance shot. And the shot goes in.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Now here's McCollum. Up top, Canner. Anthony kicks to Powell. 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Redick. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He dialed that one up from long distance.
Guys, Doncic has great shooting mechanics, and he can knock it down from deep or just about from anywhere on the court.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Lillard. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Great execution by Porzingis, showing you he can get it done in the clutch.
Doncic against Lillard. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. The Mavericks trailing. Richardson against Lillard. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Doncic with it. Working on Jones.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them. Man, I tell you what, you just really got to admire and respect the fearlessness of Covington. Never backs away from taking a crucial shot.
Doncic passes to call his time, and he makes that one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Doncic against Lillard for three. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 13-5 run. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Josh Richardson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Norman Powell subbed in for Robert Covington. Dallas has gotten just one of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. From deep. And it's Doncic missing. So it's Portland now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here is Lillard.
Really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The three for Doncic. Lillard with the rebound.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws. I think it's a wrap. When the game's on the line, he knows how to deliver the crushing blow.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That one's not going to go. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Boy, he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
A good look from Doncic. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Portland winning this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... Coming right up, it's an NBA afternoon game here on this. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Baca is out there with the Vitz. Zubats. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the shooting guard position. And for Dallas, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Richardson is out there with Doncic. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center, filling out the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Oh, Leonard in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Richardson. Paul George making his last shot. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubats. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Doncic finds Richardson. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Porzingis. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
Well, that's where Porzingis loves to operate. That jump shot has become a signature weapon, gentlemen.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Here's Doncic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making stories. What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Now, here's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Here's Leonard. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And here are the Clippers now. Jackson looking around. And it's Leonard, top of the key. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Offensive rebound. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Amazing when you're 7'3" with great instincts. You create an opportunity to get the putback. Nice work, Kristaps Porzingis.
Now here's Jackson. Six to shoot. Pass to Zubac. Knocked away. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
The three for Doncic. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
And here's George. He dishes it to Jackson. 5 on the clock from the arc. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And here's Richardson outside. Another three for Dallas.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
To the paint. And stolen by Cauley Stein. And here's the break. The tray. And Josh Richardson hits from deep. Richardson's got 8 points.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Clippers trail by 7. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Batum. He's covered closely.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Luke Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Beverly in at the point.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Here's Powell, and the rejection by Cousins. And that one drops for him. Clippers trail by 5. Now Beverly. The pass to Cousins. Back to Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. And it's denied.
Beautiful defense from Powell. Uses that impressive length to come away with that rejection.
Mavericks leading by 5.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
That one drops for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Passes to Finney-Smith. That 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 5. Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Redick. Here's Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Beverly feeling it out a bit. High post Cousins. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas-Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Beverly, the pass to Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers. Dallas leading by 8. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And Redick kicks to Brunson.
This is the all-around impact of DeMarcus Cousins. Points, rebounds. There he gets the stop.
Morris finds Kennard. Back to Morris. Shoots over Powell. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Back to Brunson. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Redick passes to Brunson. Back to Redick. 6 to shoot. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, you can let the game come to you at times, or in that instance, Mr. Cousins initiating the action.
59 seconds left in the first half. Here's Finney-Smith. It's tipped. Releases. A shot by Redick, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Kennard kicks to Batum. Back to Kennard.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good.
And throughout his career, Redick has proven to be very consistent, an effective two-way player who gives it his all.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was Josh Richardson who got hot in the first. He had 8 points. And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We've seen Josh Richardson really having a great game.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center position. Let's go. They get the rebound.
Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing here by 8. Ibaka looking for an opening. Richardson against George. But he gets it back. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Outside, George. Goes up again. He squares up and sinks it. George has got 6.
This is one of Paul George's go-to shots. His confidence and ability to rise and fire quickly from the mid-range, crucial.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Tries again. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound Mavericks. And he gets the whistle. 2. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
George with the ball. He's got 8. He's looking for Leonard and finds him and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Doncic passes to Porzingis, and the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. Back to Doncic.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Now, here is George. Shakes him. He lays it in. George has got 10 points.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And here's Doncic from the arc. The long distance 3 is buried. Doncic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, and with his height, it is really hard to affect Porzingis' shot without fouling him. He is a problem for defenders.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Ivica Zubac. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
The shot by George, no good. Here's Marjanovic, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Cousins.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Brunson against Beverly. And the pass to George. Good work defensively by Richardson.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Marjanovic. Off target with that shot. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's Dallas up by 8. We're going to step aside for just a second. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Beverly in at the point. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Right side Redding. Over Kennard.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the Clippers call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. A different look for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Porzingis comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Cousins. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Marcus Morris. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverley. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. It's Redick on the wing.
This is what superb defense is all about, guys. He read that all the way.
Shot from free throw range. Off the left rim and up.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Just leave it at the rim and let the big man do the rest. KP with a nice finish.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Leonard against Hardaway.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Redick with the three. Porzingis on the foul. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Los Angeles calls timeout. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson comes in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And you can see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Richardson the pass to Cauley Stein. Over in the quarter, Porzingis. A three-pointer off the mark.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. The feed now to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
And here is Doncic. Over to the left wing. From deep three-point range, Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard the pass to George. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. This one for 3. To the wing right side. From deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. George passes to Ibaka. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the fourth. Doncic feeling it out. Drills it from outside. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the man.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Mavericks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Porzingis.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
40 seconds left in the fourth. From deep three-point range. No good there. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And here we go with George. Nobody back. The shot's good.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
That doesn't go either for Doncic. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Clippers. 11-point game. Now Doncic from deep. But they'll get another chance.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now, here's Doncic. Launches a 3. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Murray finds Jokic. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Porter dishes to Murray. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch. The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And another miss by Denver. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Kleba. Off target from three-point range. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And it's Doncic missing.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Pass to Kleba. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
The shot that time, not on target. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going. And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? And here are the Mavericks now after the Nuggets pick up 2. And Hardaway gets it to go.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
It's Barton on the wing. Guarded by Hardaway. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. Mavericks leading by 3. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivals. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, They've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Jokic with the bucket.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago, we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
Doncic outside, and it's blocked by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Gordon's running. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Rebound by the Nuggets.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Yeah, defense with not many options there, especially with Jokic at his size, just driving through them all.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. And the second free throw, good. Brunson scanning the floor. Redick inside the line, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. At the end of one. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Bowles. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Rivers in at the two-guard spot. The Nuggets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Outside, Redick nails the wide-open jump shot.
The quick release of J.J. Redick, expecting the pass, and the defense can't react to that kind of shot.
Rivers passes to Morris. And McGee kicks to Morris. And he lays it straight in. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
It's Redick on the wing. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Redick's got 7 points in the game.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
Here's Morris. The shot from the low post is good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Bowles, it's good on the putback. Bowles got it all tied up now for Denver.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Outside, Redick. No good on the 3.
Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you can hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Yep, that one goes.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
The pass to Melly. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Now Morris. He's got 6. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Redick passes to Cauley Stein. And here's Brunson. He's guarded by Rivers. Clock at 6. Brunson finds Marjanovic. Here's Cauley Stein. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Brunson. Redick for 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Shooting 5 for 8.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
There's 25 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Rivers, and the layup's good off the glass. Rivers has got 5 minutes.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Brunson against Morris. And here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a real...
And so it's J.J. Redick making things happen for the Dallas Mavericks.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good... The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams. And that does it for our...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at J.J. Redick, what a contribution.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Basket counts. Finney Smith's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Mavs.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Millsap at the elbow. He kicks it to Rivers. Off target from outside. The Mavericks leading.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
The three for Doncic. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. No problems knocking that one down. Doncic has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
Seems like everyone's taking long threes these days, but Doncic has natural power in those legs, generates range with ease.
And they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Murray. The 19-foot shot. The Nuggets with another miss.
The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Dallas.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Pass to Hardaway. The 3. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 9. The drive by Gordon to stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Doncic with it. He's got 8. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Finney-Smith. Outside Hardaway. Doncic outside. Clock is at 3. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Doncic against Murray. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Brunson the pass to Melly. Outside, Redick. To the middle, Jokic with the steal. Left side, Porter. Jokic on top. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks leading by 7. Redick inside the line. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
The pass to Porter. A 3 ball. No good that time. And the Mavericks going the other way now. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The offensive rebound. Marjanovic. Here's Melly. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Now here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Redick for 3. No good on that one. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Mavericks lead by 7. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Bull, and it's Rivers, and it's Morris in at the 1.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
Now Morris. Here's the dish to McGee. And here is Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And Morris drops them both. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside, Redick. Passes it to Melly. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Rivers. He dishes it to Millsap. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Moves back up. And the cook. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. Doncic, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Jokic finds Gordon. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Jokic with great anticipation there. One of his better qualities as a passing big.
Pass to Kleba. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
Second shot opportunity. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Jokic.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Dallas calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right. They're just not playing their best.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now, Kevin.
Here's Richardson. Drops in the layup for 2. Richardson's got his first 2 points.
And Richardson under complete control right there. Doesn't matter if it's first shot or last shot, he's a gamer.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Pulls up. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Finney-Smith. On deep. Here's Porzingis, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead. Here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Outside for Murray. Floats it up for Jokic. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Doncic against Murray. Doncic with it. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
And he can play the long-range game, the mid-range game. He takes it to the rack. Doncic is a versatile three-level scorer.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Denver calls timeout. They're down by 8. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Floats it up for Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Jokic stepping up big time here.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Nice D from Doncic. And again, Dallas turns it over.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside, Porzingis with the steal. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining. The bustling city of Portland. And with
Kevin, thanks.
he stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot.
Well, I think Hardaway Jr. has the kind of athleticism that allows him to be a contributor on the backboards.
Lillard outside. There's the pass to Covington. Back to Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. Shot clock at 6. And finished off by Nurkic.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Doncic outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Lillard with no one around. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And that's Dame showing that competitive side. Loves a good duel, especially from range.
The 3-pointer is right on target.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Out left to the wing. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic can't hit.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Hardaway. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Doesn't quite have the height, but boy, does McCollum have the heart. He's a relentless finisher in traffic.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Lillard against Doncic. There's the triple. Another 3 for Dallas.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Here's Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Powell. Covington against Kleber. Covington passes to Nurkic. Porzingis with the block.
This guy's showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derek Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. It's McCollum on the wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Pass to Doncic. From deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. Portland trailing here. Here's McCollum. Powell finds McCollum. 1:21 left to play in the first. Pass to Nurkic. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And 1:01 left in the first. Here's Simons. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
My question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Brunson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Portland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The pass to Anthony. Mavericks with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Redick with the bucket.
What confidence from the grizzled veteran. Redick is as automatic as it gets from downtown.
Here's Simon. No good with the triple.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Redick for 3, and that one released in time, but no good.
What a defensive effort from Hollis Jefferson using his...
It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. And it was from 3-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that.
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Anthony out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at point guard. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Runs in the bounce pass. Here's Melly. Off target with his 3. And for Portland, their shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Outside Anthony. To the middle, just 5 to shoot, and they take the lead. Kanter's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Redick kicks to Brunson. Passes it to Melly. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Simons has got the lead. Back up to 1 now for Portland. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Redick. Now here's Hollis-Jefferson. Covered by Redick. Kicks it to Jones. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Pass break Dallas. Richardson dishes to Redick. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You never know what Redick is going to do, which is how he gets defenders to foul it.
Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Well, wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Puts up a 3. And Kanter pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Carmelo. Back to Hollis-Jefferson. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And stolen by Redick. Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Buries the easy one. Cauley-Stein's got his first points in this one.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Pass to Kanter. To the paint. Here's Simons.
And he he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Brunson scanning the floor. Richardson the pass to Redick. Launches it. And Cantor pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And the wide open shot from Redick traps in the tray. Redick's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Pull up, catch and shoot. It simply does not matter. Redick will unleash his picture-perfect form in any situation.
And there's the pass to Simons. Lobs it up for Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Boy, Cantor is a big-time target. Sometimes just throw it toward the rim. He'll take care of the rest.
Jones against Richardson. Passes it to Melly. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Trailblazers have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive.
That's what you call filling the lane to perfection. Anthony with the quick hitting bucket.
Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Melly passes to Brunson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Simons surveying the D. 3 seconds left. And there's the bucket as Brunson finishes it off. Now it's a 4-point Dallas lead. Here's Cantor. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Off the mark with the little step back Johnny. It's McCollum with the drive. 3-pointer Lillard, and he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers. Doncic feeling it out. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Powell, no one around him. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
It's Powell on the wing. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Doncic from the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they've talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And it's Lillard missing.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
It's Hardaway with the drive. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just feeding everyone to the ball.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard from outside the arc. He can't hit that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Richardson, he's checked in for Hardaway. From deep three-point range, Doncic, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Richardson kicks to Kleba. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance.
Well, you have to love an authoritative finish, and Mr. Covington leaves no doubt.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
You know, there was so much hype around Kristaps Porzingis once he got off to a great start in his first year. And you just want to see him continue to grow and add dimensions to the offensive game every year. What's next? We'll see.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nurkic finds Lillard. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Doncic. Pass to Nurkic. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Powell. Lillard fires away from way outside. They get it again. Nurkic, and he could not. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his 3-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. 23 seconds left to play in the third. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Now here's Lillard. He's got 17. The dish to McCollum. Powell for 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He comes. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Ennis Cantor. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Well, that's about court awareness. Hollis-Jefferson playing very well within the confines of this offense.
Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Richardson attacking. pass, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Richardson. Here's Simons. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Good on the three-point shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 6. Dallas calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from J.J. Redick.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Outside Hardaway. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is a smart kid who works hard, right? I mean, Powell draws the foul, gets to the line. Nicely done, young man.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. Here's Simons. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Clock at 6. Out to Anthony. Cantor. And Cantor able to finish.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Brunson. Guarded closely. It's stolen by Jones. And stolen by Redick. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Now McCollum. Back to Lillard. Nurkic, time to get open.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Doncic against Lillard. And Doncic, here we go.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
Trailblazers leading by 3. Lillard with it. McCollum left side. And here is Powell. Covington wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Portland.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
And really deep through that time. Doncic has got 11 in the second half. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Lillard looking around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mavericks trailed by 3. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Richardson.
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
Lillard outside. From deep. That shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Yes!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Lillard outside. This is the foul. Count it!
Yeah, it goes, but that's just not smart basketball. Right now, you need to massage the clock a little bit more. That shot came way too early.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 2. There's 37 seconds left in the game. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in. Here's Doncic. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Lillard attacking.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, here's Doncic from deep three-point range. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of the... And as they...
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, we've got Reggie Jackson. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in at the 2. And the dunk by Doncic. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position.
Here's Batum. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Porzingis. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. He drains the quick shot.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year. More efficient. He'll take shots. Charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Outside, George. Pass to Ibaka. Back to George. 6 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Jackson against Doncic. Marjanovic passes to Porzingis. And here is Doncic. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by George. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Jackson's got the ball. Out to Ibaka. Shoots the 3. Jackson misses.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Here's Jackson following the score by Dallas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' game.
Now Jackson. After Luka Doncic's 3-pointer that didn't go. And that one is good from Zubac.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
The 3 for Doncic. Drills the 3-pointer. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Leonard on the wing. Ibaka right side. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
No good from Finney-Smith. Clippers trail by 3. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Now, here is...
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. just enjoy the show.
Doncic against Jackson. Passes to Porzingis. Hardaway for three. Ibaka against Porzingis. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
George, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense...
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Clippers trail by 3. Fires for 3. And George is good for 3. George has got 9 points. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. And the pass to Marjanovic. Doncic outside. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent up.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
They've got Morris, Patrick Beverly out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Ibaka in at the 4 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully, he can stay healthy this go-around.
Redick for 3. And no good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard for 3. Doesn't go that time. The Mavericks trailing. 3-on-3. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Three-pointer. Cousins inside, working on Cauley Stein.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Morris outside. Second chance shot. Mavericks with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul. Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Ibaka against Powell. Ibaka, the pass to Beverly. Cousins. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
DeMarcus is an enforcer on the offensive end. He has all the tools to dominate night in and night out.
Brunson finds Redick. It's Richardson on the wing. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And the Clippers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Marcus Morris. George is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 8. Here's George. He's got 9. Jackson looking around. Puts up a 3. And there's Paul George on the assist by Jackson. George has got 12.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard dishes to Jackson. Another shot. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
A rare offensive rebound for Reggie Jackson, but he knows what to do with it.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that's a wrap with the
Rest in peace to the Mamba and baby Gigi.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. Now, the coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reverse the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Jackson. For the tie. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Hardaway with a wide-open look. Offline with his three.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Clippers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
Leonard hits them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Brunson against Jackson. Pass to Richardson. Back to Redick. And Brunson has it in the corner. Over Jackson. That one a little long.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. For the Clippers, Mann's checked in, and it's Kennard in for George. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Richardson, good.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Beverly, the pass to Kennard. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Kennard's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. .44 seconds left in the third quarter. Baca against Cauley Stein. Here's Brunson, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Beverly against Brunson. And that one's good. Beverly.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Outside, Redick. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here's Beverly. Kennard with the ball. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Baca is out there with Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's man in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And it's in there. Kennard's got the lead back up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Redick with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Redick with the bucket. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. Kennard on the wing. Passes it to man. Ibaka with the ball. Cauley Stein defending. Clock at 4.
Exploding to the rim. Luke Kennard slams it in. His offensive energy is a difference maker.
Beverly against Brunson. It's Redick on the wing. Over Kennard. Was shot by Redick. No good.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Dallas calls timeout. And Dallas going with the whole new group out there. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Here's George. Rebounded by Hardaway. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Beautiful contest there by one of the most tenacious defenders in the game, Patrick Beverly.
Los Angeles has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Outside, George. Here's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy two if the defense wasn't there.
And Marjanovic with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Beverly, the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 5. George against Hardaway. A nice shot by George. George has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles. Doncic against Beverly. Marjanovic down low. Chalk up 2 there. Marjanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Morris kicks to George. Beyond the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's been doing this a long time. George can hurt you from outside, inside, and everywhere in between.
A new 14 for the Mavericks. Marjanovic finds Hardaway, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Los Angeles leading by 6. By himself, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Doncic against Jackson. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's good on the putback.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. He comes up with the goods on that one.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And here is Los Angeles now. 6-point game. Jackson against Doncic. Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Hardaway against George. And right on target with the swish. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, and welcome everyone here on 2K Now. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, they've got Michael Porter. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1. Now here's Richardson. Doncic outside. And the dunk by Doncic.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Barton passes to Jokic. And these two teams, Brent, known for playing a more methodical pace. When you think of the elite half-court offenses, what comes to mind for you?
Well, I have a location for you, Kevin. It's Utah. And I have 2 names for you, Stockton and Malone. how good those guys were, not just in pick and roll, but in overall half-court execution. Man, it was surgical. Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Doncic, no good. Here's Denver now. Wide open look here for Murray, and good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls.
Well, buttery right there. Knockdown shooter from that area. Murray taking advantage of that opportunity.
Richardson against Barton. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Murray. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Meeting the defense with a tenacious will to score. Murray giving you that effort.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Pass to Richardson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid 30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Now here's Barton. Murray outside. Shoots over Doncic. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Now here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Murray, the pass to Porter. Doncic with the steal. Takes a 3. Cans it from downtown. Doncic has got 7.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
At the elbow, Jokic. Shot from the wing. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Richardson against Barton. Out to Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and it's Dallas with another.
Oh, that's a patented move, I think, for Porzingis. Excellent with the catch and shoot.
Barton outside, pass to Murray. And Jokic wide open, he shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Richardson. Back to Doncic. From the arc. No good that time. And it's Denver the other way. Left side, Porter. Barton outside. Passes it to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Cans the shot with nobody near him. 6 points for him.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good there with this step-back jam. Bob pass to Gordon. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And here's Porzingis for a 3.
There's a quiet intensity that Jokic plays with, especially on defense. He's made that shooter a little bit nervous.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the court for the Mavericks, Marjanovic is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Redick in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Brunson. Here's Cauley-Stein. Lays it up and banks it in. Cauley-Stein's got his first points of the game.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley-Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Rivers kicks to McGee. Pass to Morris. Shoots over Brunson. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Melly is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Morris to the left side wing. Here's McGee. That shot is off. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. Redick finds Cauley-Stein. Launches a three. And Redick the bucket on the assist from Cauley-Stein. And that makes it a tie ball game.
You can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there. And he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
Floats it up for Millsap. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Now here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Morris against Brunson. And he banks in the layup. Brunson's got it all tied up now for Dallas. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
On the attack, 6'4", good verts. Rivers can produce at the rim.
Outside Redick, the tray. The shot comes out. Now Denver takes it the other way.
Well, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Brunson with it. Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed. Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Redick. Misses the three.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
He gets it in there.
Taking contact on the way up. Cauley-Stein going through it that time.
And here is Morris. He has 5. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Brunson against Morris. Outside, Redick. Cauley-Stein. The tip in on the offensive rebound. Cauley-Stein's got 6 here in this quarter.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Morris passes to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Wow, Millsap not known for his dunking, but the anchor man getting up high on that one.
Kicks the ball. Pass to Morris. 20 seconds left in the first half. Misses from close range. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 2. Was shot by Redick. No good. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. And not going to let him get that eat. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with... And...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Monte Morris. He's been really playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Morris is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Bull. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Millsap in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Doncic outside. Here's the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Morris passes to Millsap. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now Doncic. He's got 7, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Mavericks with some changes. The pass to Redick. A 3-ball. That one doesn't go. Barton with some nice D.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Brunson, good.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Murray surveying the D. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great focus from Murray. Really sticking it to the D right there with the tough and one.
For Denver, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Doncic outside. Kleba kicks to Doncic. From deep. Martin with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 7. And it's Murray penetrating. Nice D from Doncic.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Outside, Porter. Basket, good. Porter's got 6.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Looking to end his cold spell, and Doncic lays it in.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game, 1 in each half.
Barton kicks to Jokic. Again, the Nuggets score.
Well, Will Barton always going full speed. That time finds a bullet pass to a teammate.
Here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Murray kicks to Gordon. Outside Porter. For the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Jokic missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. Oh, man, he just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
The 3 for Doncic. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
It's Barton on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the smart play from Barton is the attack. No one wants any part of him when he shows that kind of aggressiveness.
This is his first free throw of the game. He's perfect from the line this time. 8 seconds left in the 3rd. Brunson scanning the floor. And the wide open shot. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays. So valuable.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter here. They've got Willie Cauley-Stein. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Marjanovic in at the center position.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Passes it to Jokic. Stolen by Brunson. To tie it up. Out to Hardaway. Back to Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. 4 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. For 3, Murray. No good that time. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Pass to Jokic. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Doncic against Barton. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. Dallas moving the ball around to take the lead. The long distance three is buried. And now a 3-point Dallas lead.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
To halt the run, Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Luka Doncic. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. There's the pass to Redick. From downtown, Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now. Jokic needed it, and he got it.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Richardson the pass to Redick. Dishes to Hardaway. Barton against Richardson. Porzingis at the elbow. 17-foot shot on the way. Denver in the lead. Now here's Barton. Murray outside. To the inside. And Jokic throws it down.
I like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Redick against Murray to the right side. Here's Porzingis. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Porzingis wanting it and gets it.
For Denver, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter. So they are 2 of 6. And so they foul intentionally. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Murray, the pass to Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
From deep three-point range. And it's Doncic missing. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the fourth. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
Outside Hardaway. A good look from Doncic. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Jokic finds Barton. Passes to Jokic. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 7-point Denver lead.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
The 3 for Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Here's Jokic. Nailed from three-point land. Jokic has got the lead up to 10 now for the Nuggets. And here's Doncic from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.